Hello again and welcome back, and I appreciate you if you're joining me again since I began this journey. And if you're just joining me, I am Joseph and I'm reading A Course in Miracles. This book is pretty much one of my favorite books of the esoteric generation, or the esoteric category. And again, like I said in the last video, I began reading it a few months ago, and it's my intention to complete the whole book. And only part of it that I did complete was the course for students, the workbook for students. Yes, there are 4 sections to this book. This is the combined volume. I spoke about that in another video, how many sections there are to this book, and there are different editions of it. And the workbook for students was a 1-year dedication, because there was 1 section per day, 1 thought per day that you would carry with you throughout your day. And I had the intention to read the text of the book, the meat and potatoes, the gist of it all. And here I am completing that intention with you, hopefully. And I'm grateful again, like I said, that you're joining me again for this. And if you're not, I would love to keep you here. So please hit that subscription button, hit that like button, comment on this, and tell me what you took away from this text here. And without further ado, I'll continue. Today's section is section 6, titled The Illusion of Needs. You who want peace can find it only by the complete forgiveness. No learning is required. No learning is acquired by anyone unless he wants to learn it and believes in some way that he needs it. While lack does not exist in the creation of God, it is very apparent in what you have made. It is in fact the essential difference between them. Lack implies that you would be better off in a state somehow different from the one you are in. Until the separation, which is the meaning of the fall, nothing was lacking. There were no needs at all. Needs arise only when you deprive yourself. You act according to the particular order of needs you establish. This in turn depends on your perception of what you are. A sense of separation from God is the only lack you really need correct. This sense of separation would never have arisen if you had not distorted your perception of truth and had thus perceived yourself as lacking. The idea of order of needs arose because, having made this fundamental error, you had already fragmented yourself into levels with different needs. As you integrate, you become one, and your needs become one according. Unified needs lead to unified action because this produces lack of conflict. The idea of order of needs, which follows from the original error that one can be separated from God, requires correction at its own level before the error of perceiving levels at all can be corrected. You only behave effectively while you function on different levels. However, while you do, correction must be introduced vertically from the bottom up. This is because you think you live in space, where concepts such as up and down are meaningful. Ultimately, space is as meaningless as time. Both are merely beliefs. The real purpose of this world is to use it to correct your unbelief. You can never control the effects of fear itself because you made fear, and you believe in what you made. In attitude, then, though not in content, you resemble your Creator, who has perfect faith in his creations because he created them. Belief produces the acceptance of existence. That is why you can believe what no one else thinks is true. It is true for you because it was made by you. All aspects of fear are untrue because they do not exist at the creative level and therefore do not exist at all. To whatever extent you are willing to submit your beliefs to this test, to that extent are your perceptions corrected. In sorting out the false from the true, the miracle proceeds along these lines. Perfect love casts out fear. If fear exists, then there is not perfect love, but only perfect love exists. If there is fear, it produces a state that does not exist. Believe this, and you will be free. Only God can establish this solution, and this faith is His gift to you. Won't you join me again next time as I complete this chapter with section 7, distortions of miracle impulses. And what I personally got from this is it must be corrected from the bottom up. And I saw in my own perception, like the chakras, how we have 7 chakras within our body. Our 8th is our crown chakra, and our first one is the attachment to earth, physical stuff, our root chakra. We are guided in so many meditations, so many ways to begin our chakra realignment, our chakra opening, our chakra vibrating our chakras correctly. So what I got that from corrections, what I got from that was to correct yourself from bottom up, starting with your chakra system, which has been out of alignment, out of vibrational attunement, and we begin there to really realign ourselves to our full potential, our correct insight and our perception of ourselves and the world around us. What about you? I hope to hear your comments. I hope to hear your thoughts in the comments. And again, won't you join me tomorrow for the final section of this chapter? And the last thing I have for you is to remember that this is a course in miracles. It is a required course. The only thing that is not required is the length of time you take to complete it. Thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you next time.